What's going on YouTube? It's the Middle School Math Man. This video is all about slope. So, I have two different types of questions. The first thing we're going to talk about is how to find slope from a graph. Then the second types of questions, we're going to talk about how to find slope from 2 points. So I'll give you the slope formula. So looking at a graph, we have four types of slopes. We can have positive slopes, like number 6. We can have negative slopes, like example 7 here. We can have no slope, like number 5, or we could have a slope that is undefined, like number 8. So number 5, anytime we have a horizontal line, that is going to be a slope of 0. So for number 5, m, my slope is 0. Let's look at number 6. So we're going to use something called rise over run to find our slope. So looking at our graph, on number 6, when I say rise, that means how many points am I moving up and down. So I'm rising 1, 2, 3, 4. I rose 4, so I went from the point that they gave us, and I rose 4, and I'm running 1 to get to the other point that it gives us. So my slope for number 6, we had a rise of 4 and a run of 1, which is just 4. So my slope for number 6 is 4. Let's look at number 7. Number 7 has a negative slope. I'll talk about that here in a second. So I'm starting from my point on the bottom, and I'm going to rise 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm running to the left. So I'm running to the left too. So I have negative 2. So again, rise over run. 4 over negative 2 is going to be a slope of negative 2. 4 over negative 2 simplified is negative 2. Let's look at number 8. And in number 8, we have a vertical line. So anytime you have a vertical line, that means we're going to have a slope that is undefined. So that was slope from a graph. Again, rise over run. Just keep in mind that any horizontal lines have a slope of 0, and any vertical lines have an undefined slope. Let's look at these examples now. So for all these examples, I'm not giving you a graph, I'm just giving you points. So you're going to use the slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So, if we're looking at our examples, let's look at number 9. So y2 minus y1. So basically what that means is you're taking the y value from your second ordered pair. So in this case, the 5 in the second ordered pair is my y2. And we're subtracting the y value from the first ordered pair. So, when I'm writing that out, I'm going to have 5 minus 6 over, we're going to do the same thing with the x values. So x2 is the x in the second ordered pair. x1 is the x in the first ordered pair. So we have 5 minus 6 over 6 minus 5. So we're going to get negative 1 over 1. And when that is simplified, we're going to get a slope of negative 1. So we're just using this equation at the bottom. Number 10, again, negative 4 is going to be our y2. We also have a negative 4 as our y1. 1 is going to be our x2, and 9 is going to be our x1. So in our equation for number 10, we have negative 4 minus negative 4. because in our equation it tells us to subtract x1. But you got to be careful because in that example, y1 is negative 4, so we're subtracting a negative. So that actually becomes negative 4 plus 4, which is going to be 0 over 1 minus 9 is negative 8. So we have 0 over negative 8 as our slope, and 0 divided by anything is going to be 0. Number 11. Again, I'm just labeling my y2, my y1, and my x2 and my x1. So I'm going to have negative 2 minus negative 9. Again, we have that minus a negative. And then I'm going to have 3 minus 5. So I'm going to get negative 2 minus negative 9, which is negative 2 plus 9, which is going to be 7 over 3 minus 5 is negative 2. And that cannot be simplified anymore, so that slope would be negative 7 over 2. Let's move on to the last one, number 12. Just going to label my points again. Once you get used to using this equation, I don't think it's necessary to always label your points, but it's a good habit to do when you're starting out. So I'm going to have 8 minus 6 over 4 minus 4. So I'm going to get 2 over 0, and 2 over 0 is going to give us an undefined slope. So again, slope-intercept, or excuse me, not slope-intercept, my slope formula is right there below that I circled. So again, you're just going to plug in your y2, your y1, and your x2 and your x1 and solve for the slope that way.